All right, thanks, and welcome back to the Tech Corner. I'm George Tsilis, Senior Markets Contributor with the Schwab Network. On today's edition, we're going to cover Intel Incorporated. Now, Intel is a leading global provider of computing and related technology products and services. It operates through three primary segments. Its client computing group includes PC CPUs, chipsets, integrated graphics, and now AI-enabled client platforms. The data center and AI segments include Xenon server CPUs, AI accelerators, networking solutions, and related software stacks for cloud, enterprise, and telecommunications data centers. And the last segment is Intel Foundry. This is the leading edge and specialty process technology manufacturing services of Intel and packaging for external customers. The company supports a wide array of semiconductor products, including microprocessors, chipsets, GPUs, and field programmable chips as well. Now, when it comes to competition, we have to consider companies like AMD, which competes with Intel in CPUs, GPUs in the PC and server and data center markets, Nvidia Incorporated in the data center as well as GPU and AI markets, Broadcom in networking and custom silicon chips, Qualcomm in select compute and edge markets, and Taiwan Semiconductor is the dominant foundry rival to Intel's manufacturing ambitions. Intel's unique value proposition lies in its comprehensive portfolio that spans CPUs, GPUs, advanced packaging, and foundry services. The company is leveraging its extensive manufacturing capabilities, including advanced nodes like Intel 18A, to differentiate itself from its competition. The company's strategic focus on AI and its robust partnerships, such as those with Google and Tesla, position it to capitalize on growing demand for AI infrastructure and advanced packaging solutions. Now let's take a look at some more recent news for Intel. Going back to April 23rd of this year, the company reported its Q1 2026 earnings and sales results. Revenue was up 7% year over year to $13.6 billion, beating the estimates of $12.36 billion. On a non-GAAP basis, the company earned 29 cents, crushing the analyst consensus estimate of a penny. More importantly, Intel's foundry revenue grew to $5.4 billion, up 16% year over year, showing that the company's pivot toward a system foundry model is gaining external traction. Intel also projected for Q2 2026 revenue guidance between $13.8 and $14.8 billion. This is well above the analyst's previous consensus estimates of around $13 billion. Also this month, reports surfaced regarding a preliminary deal for Apple to use Intel's 18A technology process for certain types of chips. Now, this would be a massive validation of Intel's manufacturing capabilities, potentially positioning them as a viable alternative to Taiwan Semiconductor. Now, aside from the news, let's look at some additional positives for Intel. First off, Intel's strategic transformation into a leading fabrication company and securing major deals such as with Apple and Tesla positions it to capitalize on persistent AI supply bottlenecks. Intel's Q1 results with a significant revenue beat and strong demand for AI-driven products underscores its successful pivot towards a high volatility AI infrastructure strategy. The company's data center and AI revenue showed a 22% growth year over year, demonstrating strong demand and highlighting the resurgence of CPUs' relevance in AI infrastructure. The company's turnaround is also supported by the U.S. government's backing via the CHIPS Act, which provides financial stability and positions Intel as a too important to fail business, perhaps offering a compelling risk-reward for investors. On a forward basis, revenue growth is also expected to improve in the next 4 quarters to about 7%, versus a contraction of revenue of approximately 2% over the last 4 quarters. Profitability is also expected to improve, with EBITDA growth close to estimated 30%, which indicates a meaningful profitability pivot compared to EBITDA growth, which was actually down about 2% over the last 5 years. Now, despite these positives, we also have to address some concerns. Intel's ambitious foundry strategy involves significant investment, but execution risks remain high, with competition from Taiwan Semiconductor and Samsung posing substantial challenges. The foundry business was responsible for a $2.4 billion quarterly loss, which remains deeply unprofitable as a segment with minimal external revenue, and a break-even target is not expected in this division until 2027. This poses a potential risk to Intel's profitability going forward. Now, despite the most recent strong rally in the price, Intel faces structural risks and high capital costs, which with its current fundamentals not fully supporting the market optimism. For example, Intel's current valuation appears unsustainable, with a forward PE multiple significantly higher than its peers like AMD and Nvidia, suggesting overvaluation. If we take a look at the forward PE ratio of over 110 times earnings, this is significantly higher than the sector median of approximately 24 times, and also above its own historical 5-year average, which is closer to 56 times. Intel also faces profitability challenges, with a net income margin of negative 5.9%, significantly below the sector average around 5%, which indicates less efficiency in turning sales into actual profits. Now let's take a look at the technical picture for Intel. The stock's momentum is exceptionally strong, with a one-year price performance up over 440% and up a whopping 83% in the last 30 days alone. This far exceeds the sector median as well as the S&P 500. The stock has also outperformed the market in the last 60 trading days when compared to the S&P 500. And upside momentum, as measured by the RSI indicator, remains positive above 70. This indicates bullish sentiment and strong investor confidence in Intel's future prospects. The intermediate term price action is also very bullish, as indicated by the price rising above the 20 and 50-day moving average. On a short-term basis, the price action is also bullish, as the stock has pulled back and consolidated above the 10-day moving average. Now keep in mind, if Intel falls below this important short-term support level, it could trigger additional selling pressure. Intel could therefore find secondary support at its rising 20-day moving average. Now in summary, Intel is a large global semiconductor name with a huge installed base in PC and servers, where it can layer AI PC features and AI accelerated workloads on top of its existing platforms. Intel is trying to differentiate with a full stack strategy, including CPUs, GPU accelerators, networking, software, and its foundry division, while emphasizing openness and geographic diversification of manufacturing. The company is making ongoing investment in advanced process technologies and its focus on integrating CPU and GPU architecture. Adding cutting-edge AI solutions may solidify its legacy and competitive advantage for years to come. All right, that's it for this week's edition of the Tech Corner. Thanks again for joining us. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the Schwab Network. I'm George Tsilis. We will see you next week.